Alright guys, welcome back to part 2. Let's see if we can actually get a win with these German planes, and we'll knock off that ×2 research boost. Now, being the first plane out of the gate, taking point is kind of a suicidal proposition. Sometimes I try to go flank them a little bit, keep enough distance so that it would maybe discourage any of the enemy planes from tracking me, but that usually does not work. There's just something so attractive about the first plane, the closest plane to you, that enemies will usually go out of their way to track me down. But since I'm an impatient bastard, sometimes I'll do it anyway. Until, you know, I die several times in a row, then usually I'll hang back and wait. Wait for everybody to catch up. The best thing you could do is, if everyone had a synchronized front and approached at the same time, then you get lost in the herd and everyone can influence it. Everyone can attack at the same time. It's the best way. Safest way, at least. Well, let's see if my flanking seemed to work. Nobody's paying me much mind. Okay. Let's get to work here. Open fire. Oh, what's going on here? Did not go so well. Oh, somebody's on my tail. Let's see. There he is. See if I can do this turning battle. Looks like he's got the same plane, so that's not going to go over too well. Just a war of the wills now, whoever decides to give up first. And it was not me. Alright, what else can I chalk up here? Okay. Now, my, forget what it's called, the sighting in of your guns, gun convergence or something like that. I have mine set to 500, which is just, which is up from 400 as the default. I like to just reach out just a little touch, and I like that kind of round number of half a kilometer. Something about it seems to be working out for me. I don't have to concentrate too much on how far they are when I point my guns. Usually just works out. Alright, well so far they haven't bothered me too much, and they've let me just happily take out these ground targets, which is giving us a little bit of lead. You can see at the top our red bar is a little bit shorter than the blue bar, meaning there are less of the enemy targets that remain than our defensive targets. Alternatively, what I could do is actually defend, stick around my blue targets, and try to take down enemy planes as they attempt to attack. Oh, there goes my wing, and I'll be needing that, so this is not a good turn of events. But all good things come to an end. Let's just take the second plane out. So you can see a starting zone. There's our friendly airstrip, which we start a little bit in front of, and airborne, obviously. The enemy has a similar airstrip, but I don't think it's actually... There's some anti-aircraft guns around it, but I don't think it counts as part of the objectives. So I could go over there and take them out, and that usually sets them into a stir, but doesn't result in anything except a lot of attention and usually getting shot down. So if I want to stay focused, I should really go for these ground targets. Sometimes I do like to help out friendlies. It's good to really back up your friendlies. Keep everyone alive, including yourself. Stack the odds. Alright. Concentration of red there that's a little bit menacing. I'll try to stay away from that. Are not good odds. Oh, somebody's on my trail. Again, with the Russian planes, I could outcircle this guy. It's not the case right now, so let's try to change up his tactic and see if he's learned an Immelmann yet. Well, it seems he hasn't had much problem in dealing with that. Where'd he go? There he is. It really does take some practice in being able to kind of do what I'm doing, which is kind of turn and keep an eye on your surroundings at the same time. That guy seems to be fairly experienced, but eventually he did crash into the ground, it looks like, so... Oh, that was a friendly collision and not welcome sight. There's some debate actually about, I think there's an achievement which is rammer or something, you probably get for a certain amount of mid-air collisions, and it's kind of unfortunate because it'll cause a lot of people to just deliberately ram unnecessarily, sometimes even friendly rams. I don't know if that's, you know, that counts towards the achievement, but there's a lot of mid-air collisions happening that are kind of annoying. Some people are really annoyed by it. I find it mildly annoying. I just learned to try and actually avoid planes. That usually works. Okay, so let's upgrade those guns on that plane. Looks like I got enough to upgrade my engine too, and it looks like that thing's tapped out. Nothing else to upgrade. Third place, respectable. Took down one plane, 8 ground units, so you can see I was doing a lot of the groundwork. This guy was doing a lot as well, which helps in secure the victory. Now the victory actually just gets you, I don't know, I think it just helps with these numbers, the mission reward, and maybe the achievements, because that's coming from here. What's this one? That's my 2 times points, I guess. Yeah, so I don't really know how this math works. I'm skeptical how much winning the mission actually does, but I think it increases these numbers here, so, you know. Going back to this play, you'll see that this is research and now have a choice. I like to go and set it down here, stealth. Harder to use because no tracers, like I mentioned, but what you get here, these Germans, or at least this plane's stealth variant, consists of adjustment incendiary followed by 3 armor piercing, followed by another adjustment incendiary. You can see by the colors. So that is probably favorable to tracers, because in this game all tracers seem to do less damage as a trade-off. Even this universal has this one tracer, which means you'll do less damage there. You've got armor piercing, and then you've got the same incendiary that I got, and then lastly armor piercing incendiary, which is actually pretty good, but yeah, it's not bad. But just because of that tracer, I'll trade that tracer for some more armor piercing, sure. I mean, the other benefit to stealth bullets is actually, as its name implies, as you're shooting people down, they're less aware of where you're shooting from, or even that they're getting shot. So yeah, that is a benefit. Okay, so this plane is actually completely upgraded, like we saw. Let's see this one, stealth. Just 2 more things to upgrade, then that'll be done. This one, I'm not sure if did we even fly with this one? No. So, we haven't even flown this one yet. So, we'll make it there eventually. Alright, well that's a victory for Team Germany. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, thanks for landing on Planet Victory. Have fun and stay victorious, guys. I'll catch you next time.